Epic Minigames. One of the most iconic games on Roblox. With hundreds of minigames to play, it is so much fun. But now the developers have finally decided to return to the roots of the game's inspiration, Mario Party. A ton of the minigames featured in the game are heavily inspired by minigames from Mario Party. So now the developers decided to take the core Mario Party concept and make it into its own thing on Roblox. That's right, they finally did it. Epic Party is a new and exciting mode for Epic Minigames, which is essentially Mario Party, but also with some new ideas. The lead up to the game's release started with a tweet made by Typical Type, one of the game's creators, where he said the game would come out this summer, but that didn't happen since the project most likely became a lot more ambitious than they thought. Then another developer said the game would release in October, which also didn't happen, but finally, an official release date came, November 20th. This got me very excited when I heard about it, so when it came out, I played it and I loved it. So today, I want to share my thoughts about the game, even though it released months ago, but some things are never too late to cover, right? How this video will be structured is that I will be playing around the game while talking about a lot of the aspects of it. The menu screen is very simple to understand for new players and is very customizable. Quick play is for people who want to play a solo match and just join really quickly. Find match is if you want to find a group to play with, or if you're trying to find your friends. And lastly, we have create match, which is the one I most often decide to go with. You could do a lot of tinkering to make the game just the way you like it. I don't like the things like team minigames or luck minigames, so I could just straight up remove them. But hey, the settings are not what you're here for. It is for the party itself. So let's just get straight into it. The match I got into had 8 people in it, and don't you worry, it will not stay like that for long. People leave this game constantly. Most of the people playing on Roblox are children who have a very short attention span and just don't want to play a single game for an hour. But at the beginning of the round, there were 8 people. There's currently 3 maps in the game. All the maps have different gimmicks to them, and they all have unique paths, which makes them a different playing experience based on what map you're playing. The map I was going to be playing for this round was Crystalline Mine. We roll a dice to determine what order we will be going in, and I'm 4th. But anyways, let's get into the actual game. The goal of the game is to get coins and gems and be the person with the most at the end of the game. The gem is at a random spot on the map, so it's good to know where it is before you roll your dice. So after the 3 people before me roll, I check on the map where the gem is, and oh my gosh, is it far. So I roll the dice and I get a 4, which makes me land on a red space, which makes me lose 3 of my coins. Not the best start, but I hope the rest of the round goes better. After everyone after me rolls their dice, a minigame begins. If you win a minigame, you get 10 coins. It chooses 3 different minigames and one is randomly selected. The minigame I got to play this round was Flee the Facility. Me and 2 other people were able to complete this minigame and it gave all of us 10 coins each, making it so that I have 17 now. A gem costs 20, so I have to get a little more coins before I can buy it. But anyways, after everyone before me rolls their dice, it is finally my turn and I get a 3. Now, I have been really unlucky with what I've gotten, but there is still hope due to the gimmick of this map, the minecarts. The way the minecart works is that it will travel along the spaces and you can stop wherever you want. But sometimes the minecart will stop by itself and perhaps drop you off at a space that's dangerous. So the minecart ends up being risky to use, but it's very rewarding. The minecart only let me travel 5 spaces, but I ended up landing on a green space, so hey, who am I to complain? I now have 20 coins, so when I get a gem, I can finally buy it. After this, the next minigame started, Downhill Roll. This is one of the easiest minigames in my opinion, and I'm guessing others also think that because, you know, every single one of us won. That brings my coin count up to 30. Next round, I rolled a 10, the luckiest I've gotten so far, and I'm really close to the gem, but the problem is that the person who rolls the dice first is only 3 spaces away, so that's a big problem. I also landed on a space which made me lose coins now, so hooray, more problems. The minigame that was chosen this round was Castle Climb. I got through this one easily and I didn't find it that difficult, but 3 other people sadly also won. After the minigame, the next round started, and the person who was first immediately bought the gem, putting this person I will call Okami in the lead. The gem moved to an area which is literally a few spaces behind where I am, but hey, I still have a chance, right? Nope. This person named Aura immediately grabbed the gem and its new location. So the gem moved once again and is on the path I'm currently on. So my chances are a bit higher now, but the problem is Okami. They are literally 5 spaces in front of the gem, and they are the person who rolls first out of everyone. So when I throw the dice next round, I have to get very lucky. And yeah, I also forgot to mention I got a 5 this round, but it didn't really advance me that far. The minigame which was chosen this round was Avalanche, and I won that one also easily. But sadly, Okami also won. So now it came down to this. Would Okami get a 5 or more so that they could buy the gem? And sadly, they got a 10. But then something very bizarre happened. A gem costs 20 coins, right? That you understand. Okami has 36, more than enough. Then on his path, he stopped by at the shop that was right in front of us, and he bought so many items that it brought him down to 16 coins, making it so that he didn't have enough to buy the gem. Why would they do this? I have no idea. So they went past the gem, and after that, something else hysterical happened. A lot of the maps in Epic Party have spaces where you will either lose a lot of coins, or make it so you have to start all the way at the start of the map. Crystalline Mine is one of those with this bridge, and guess where Okami landed? Yes, on the bridge, making it so that they would have to skip the next round. Today is not the day for them, but I now had a golden opportunity to get the gem, and I luckily rolled an 8, making it so that I could buy the gem. I also decided to stop by the shop and buy an item. There are many items in the shop which do different helpful things. The double dice, which will double the value of what you roll. The bandit mask, which will make it so you can take 10 coins from a player when you pass them. The frozen dice, which makes it so you can be very precise with how far you want to go with it only having 6 sides. And the magnet will make it so you gain 3 coins every time you pass a space. These are one-time use items and can only be used once, and the one I find the most helpful is the double dice, which is the one I bought. I also sadly landed on a red space after I bought the gem, but I only lose 3 coins, so it's not that big of a deal. After this, a few more people left the game. We used to be 8 now, but now we're only 4, making it so that I am the one who rolls their dice last now. But anyway, the minigame that was chosen was Hurdle Hurry, and everyone won and no one lost. So I now have 27 coins. The round started and Okami had resurrected. Another thing that happens after landing on the bridge is that you can only walk from 1 to 3 spaces in the beginning before you can go normally again. So Okami didn't get to walk very far. When I rolled the dice, I got a 3, making it so that I sadly also landed on the bridge. This could be a big setback, so I don't think I will be able to get the gem that is here this round because someone else is also very close by. But anyway, the minigame that was chosen was laser cutting. I won it easily as well as everyone else. The next round started with Okami immediately buying the gem, making it so that they are now in the lead. And of course, the gem moved to someplace super far away from where I was. Because I had just stepped on the ridge, I was only able to roll 3. But it's fine, I'll be in wonderful shape next round. The minigame that was chosen was the sweeper, and me and Aura won, and another person had also left the game. Okami started off the next round by equipping the thief mask and stealing 10 coins from me. I had 50 coins, so it's not that big of a deal. After that, Aura immediately buys the gem, and it moves to be very close by to where I am. I equip the double dice, and I barely get enough to reach the gem. How unlucky. The minigame that was chosen this round was Bomb Ball, and I found a good strategy, and I won. After a round started, I immediately went and bought the gem. I am now in 2nd place. Okami and me have the same amount of gems, but Okami has more coins. But this is actually a good chance for me. After this, the minigame that was chosen was High Pressure. And this time, I lost. But it doesn't really matter because I only lost 10 coins. When the next round started, I saw that the gem was in my path of sight. I wasn't that close, but I was still the closest to it. But Aura ended up getting behind me, so it would now be a race between the two of us. The minigame that we ended up playing was Romper Stomper, and I luckily was the one using the Stompers, so I easily won the minigame. Aura throws a 7 and gets on the space I'm on, and the gem is only 4 spaces in front of me. If I know Aura, they're probably gonna get like a 10 or something because of their luck. So, I hope for the absolute best, and I get a 2. So, all hope is lost for the gem. The minigame that was chosen this round was Round Race, and that one was also rather easy. The round, of course, starts with Aura getting a lucky 7 and then them buying the gem. And it spawns behind me, so it is essentially super far away now. Everyone has the same amount of gems now, but I am in last as I have the fewest coins. Pipeworks was also the minigame that was chosen, and I won pretty easily. The next round, nothing that special happened at all. Okami and Aura got pretty far on the board, while I only got a 2. And the minigame that was chosen was Bullet Evasion, which I also won pretty easily. And now it's time for the second to last round. If I want any moderate chances of winning, I have to do well here. I get an 8, which makes me able to stop by the shop, so I buy a double-sided die. And I also get very unlucky due to me landing on a question mark space, which leads to me getting hit by a minecart, which also made me lose 10 coins. The minigame that we played this round was Pyre Pit, and I was the one in control, but I wasn't able to kill either Aura or Okami, but I still got coins for the minigame still. And now, we were here, the final round. What happened? Okami got a high number on their dice, which still wasn't enough to get to the gem. Aura only got a 3 and got nowhere, and now, I had an opportunity to get a high number on my dice, because I had a double dice now, which means I can get up to 24. And I got a 2. Out of everything I could have gotten, I got a 2. The literal lowest number possible. Well, it's too late now. The final minigame that was played was Gear Battle, and absolutely no one won. So, everyone in the matches now has 3 gems. But, I have the least coins, so it now comes down to who gets the bonus gems. The first bonus gem was for the person who had the most coins at any point in the game, and obviously, I did not get it, Aura did. Next was the Traveling Crystal, and considering how much I was getting on the dice rolls throughout the game, I was pretty confident that I would get that award, and Okami won that one. I'm not even gonna joke about that, you know what was gonna happen. And lastly, we had the one who landed on the most question mark spaces, and I was actually pretty confident in this one. But it ended up being a tie between me and Aura, so the round concluded with me getting last, Okami getting second, and Aura winning the whole thing. And that was Epic Party. I think this is an amazing adaptation of Mario Party that is translated so well for Roblox. It might have felt like I left the round I played on a sour note as I lost, but that explains the whole game of Mario Party itself. I won 13 out of the 15 minigames, and I still got last. The game is fun for everyone, as everyone has a chance. I suggest you try to play it with some friends sometime. It's a ton of fun. There are currently 3 maps in the game, and there are said to be 7 in total, so I'm really excited for what they do next. There was so much effort and thought put into this, and then that's why I think this game is so great. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye! On the next video of Parrot BT.